Mystics are hosting the Lumberjacks from Dakota College of Bottineau. I'm Jimmy Adams. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. The women's game was won by the Mystics 96-66. We're nearing tip-off the men's game. The Lumberjacks come in with an overall record of 15 wins and 11 losses, 2-8 and in 8th place in the Mondac. They have lost 6 of their last 7, but that one win was an 80-78 upset over North Dakota State College of Science last Sunday at Bottineau. Sophomore Sean Armstrong led the way in that game with 21 points. Sophomore Jalen Blanchard added 19 off the bench. They lost 86-67 at home to Lake Region State the next night. Sean Armstrong led the team in scoring in that game with 12 points. Freshman Edward Luau had his first double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds. The Mystics come in with an overall record of 9 wins and 16 losses, 3-7 and in 7th place in the Mondac. They are coming off a 1-1 road trip into Montana last Sunday and Monday. They lost 89-68 at Dawson Community College on Sunday. They were down by just 1 at halftime, but the first place Buccaneers took control in the second half. The Mystics bounced back with an 89-85 win at Miles Community College Monday. They were down by 14 in the first half, by 6 at halftime, then went up by 14 in the second half, and held off a Pioneers rally for the 4-point win. Freshman Carter Zeller led the scoring with 19 points. Sophomore Jackson Birmingham was right behind with 18. Freshmen Avery Wesley and Evan Tatum each had 15. Zeller, Birmingham, and Tatum each average a little over 12 points per game on the season. Wesley averages just under 11. Freshman Will Ware is back in the lineup for the Mystics after missing the Montana trip with an injured ankle. He had averaged just over 14 points per game over his last 4 games. It's time to join public address announcer Russ Ziegler for our starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bismarck State Armory on the beautiful campus of Bismarck State College. Today, your Bismarck State Mystics men's basketball team is hosting the Dakota College at Bottineau Lumberjacks. On behalf of the president of Bismarck State College, Brent Sanford, and the rest of the Bismarck State family, we would like to welcome you to today's basketball game. Bismarck State College Mondac Athletic Conference and the NJCAA promotes good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory, sexist, or racist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Your officials for today's game are Brian Offerth, Perry Olson, and Lance Schoenwald. We would like to thank Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for being our official sports medicine provider. With us today is athletic trainer Shayna Weigel. And now for your starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Dakota College at Bottineau Lumberjacks. At a guard, 6'2" sophomore from Melbourne, Florida, number 4, Sean Armstrong. At a guard, 6'5" freshman from Perth, Australia, number 14, Edward Luau. At a guard, 6'5" sophomore from Gold Coast, Australia, number 23, Jalen Blanchard. And at a forward, 6'8" sophomore from Gold Coast, Australia, number 32, Cale Simpson. And at a forward, 6'5" sophomore from Melbourne, Australia, number 33, Braden West Linnet. And now make some noise for your Bismarck State College Mystics! At a forward, 6'7" sophomore from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 0, William Ware. At a guard, 6'1" freshman from Pittsburgh, PA, number 1, Avery Wesley. At a guard, 6'3" sophomore from Sunshine Coast, Australia, number 3, Jackson Birmingham. At a guard, 6'4" freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, number 24, David Schilling. And at a forward, 6'7" freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, number 33, Carter Zeller. Coaches for the Jacks is Carl Sorby and assisted by Argon Stern. Coaches for the Mystics are Kevin Rice and is assisted by Andrew Duncan.
And we are ready to get this game underway. Cale Simpson, the sophomore from Gold Coast, Australia for the Lumberjacks, and Carl Zeller, the freshman from Fargo, North Dakota for the Mystics, is controlled by the Lumberjacks. Sit back, relax, enjoy the game. Blanchard. Braden West Lynette. West Lynette takes a three and sinks it. And there's the first points of the game for the Lumberjacks. Birmingham. Guarded by Luau. David Schilling. Good with his three ball. Carter Zeller with that rebound. Birmingham. Inside the foul line. Got his own rebound, couldn't make good on it. I thought I heard a whistle, but I must have been hearing things. Birmingham comes up with the loose ball, gives it to Schilling. He's got a free path and makes good on it. Schilling with the first 5 points of the game for Bismarck State. Armstrong. And that floater there by Blanchard just off. That's Avery Wesley. No, excuse me.
For Wesley.
Yep. Yes, it was. My bad, it was Wesley. Blanchard. And that a little strong there by Luau. Ware, good to see him back in the lineup after missing 2 games. That broken ankle, oh, not broken ankle, injured ankle. And a miscarry there by Birmingham. The Lumberjacks are without the services of Jaden Arzola, who was their leading scorer, averaging just over 13 points per game. He hasn't played since these two teams played at Botno back on January 17th. The Mystics won that game by 3 points. Just off there was Zeller with a 3 ball. Well, excuse me, that game was played on January 20th. Zeller, shot clock at 10. Wesley from the foul line. Zeller the rebound. Birmingham for 3. Just way off the mark on that one, rather. He is the best free throw shooter in the Mondac. 48.4% from three-point range, but way off on that one. He gets that rebound. Off the miss by West Lynette. And there's a foul caught on Luau.
Number 14, Luau.
That's his first. And that's the first foul of the game.
Adams
10 to shoot. Shot clock, 3, 2. Wesley gets it done.
Wesley for 2.
Armstrong. Armstrong got it by Schilling. Wesley net. Ricky Adams losing the handle. Birmingham back with it. Zeller for 3. Yes! He doesn't take them very often. Coming into this game, 27 of his 182 shots were from beyond the arc. But he made good on that one. And his 8th make of the season. Got 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. Only other action in the Mondac today is Williston State is down at United Tribes. Miles, Dawson, Lake Region, and College of Science have all played 11 conference games, while the 4 teams in action today are playing number 11, and all teams will have 3 remaining. On the women's side down there, United Tribes upset Williston State, and that created a 3-way tie for 3rd place in the Mondac on the women's side. Mystics off to a good start here. 9-point lead. Armstrong. His floater, a little short. Wesley the rebound. Zeller, guard by Adams, moves on Adams. We have a whistle. Ricky Adams called for the personal. That's his first, team second. And we have an offensive foul called on Wesley away from the ball. That's Wesley's first, team's first. And it looked like Phil Gibal rather, stepped in the line when he got the ball. Birmingham works on Adams. Zeller, he'll take another 3. Caught a little short. And that was rebounded by Adams. This is Mustafa Diamande. And there's a 3 ball by Phil Jabot. For that Australian connection for the Lumberjacks. Sophomore out of Bunbury, that is, Australia. Birmingham will count the basket and shoot and 1.
Falls on number 30.
Ricky Adams called with his second personal. We have a immediate timeout call. We're going to keep it here and go over some other things that I wasn't able to go through during the women's game. Bismarck State softball is underway. They played up in Minot last weekend, came away with 2 wins, a loss, and a tie. I think they play with a time limit in those games up there. Thus, a game can end in a tie. They were in Jamestown the past 2 days and went 2-2. They will be heading down to Florida in early March to play 5 games. And I want to give a shout out to freshman Bree Rangham out of Bismarck High School. She was named the Mondac Softball Player of the Week last Wednesday. In those 4 games at Minot, she had a batting average of .538, going 7 for 13 at the plate. She had 2 extra base hits, a sacrifice fly, drove in 9 runs, and walked twice. So she has gotten her Mystics career off to a great start. The Mystics and Lumberjacks have played each other in softball twice, once each weekend. The Mystics won both of those games. Baseball will be getting underway for both these schools next weekend. I will touch on a little more on that at another timeout. Right now, the Mystics with 13:38 remaining in the first half have a 14-6 lead on the Lumberjacks, looking to sweep this team for the regular season. A lot of time left. Birmingham at the line, where he is now second in the Mondac in free throw percentage, 86.8%. He's made 59 of 68 coming in. And makes good on that one. And Phil Jabal, looking like a man on a mission, drives to the lane and puts it in. Jabal. Birmingham. Wesley inside to Zeller. Birmingham, shot clock at 10. His floater, yes! The sophomore from Sunshine Coast, Australia, getting it down inside. Jabot. That went right down to Zeller, and he tapped it over to Schilling. Wesley. Brought up by Armstrong. Moves past Armstrong. His floater, yes!
Wesley for 2.
Freshman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is Wesley. Armstrong. Got that inside of Luau. He makes good on it. Good teamwork by the Jacks.
2 for Luau.
Luau, a freshman from Perth, Australia. Where? Will shoot 2. Phil caught on Edward Luau. That's his second.
His second.
And I mispronounced his last name is Luau.
At the line.
Now, apologies, Ed. Ware shoots free throws 73.5%. 50 of 68 coming in. A freshman out of Century High School in Bismarck. Averages just over 10 points per game and had averaged just over 14 per game over his last 4 before sustaining an ankle injury here a couple weeks ago, missing that trip to Montana. And there's a successful 3 by Phil Jabot. Wesley, Schilling, Birmingham. Birmingham could not draw the foul, and it comes down to Mustafa Diamande. Schilling comes up with it. We have a whistle. And I saw the official give the sound that it was kicked, so it's coming back over to the Lumberjacks. Blanchard. And Zeller gets that rebound. Wesley. Birmingham faked the 3 inside. Wesley for 3. Yes, got the friendly roll around the rim.
Avery Wesley.
Luau. Call for an offensive foul.
Number 24, Diamante.
Foul is called on Mustafa Diamante.
Evan Tatum checks in for the Mystics.
That's Diamante's first. And the team's
Along
fifth.
with Jamal Ford.
Only one team foul call on the Mystics thus far. Wesley, his floater is good.
Wesley for 2.
Blanchard makes good. That is a 3.
3 for Blanchard.
A sophomore from Gold Coast, Australia is Blanchard. We have a 30-second timeout called here. Go back to baseball. The Mystics baseball team is heading to McCook, Nebraska to play McCook Community College. 2 games this coming Saturday and 2 Sunday. And then the following weekend, we'll go to the Sioux City, Iowa area to play Northland Community College. 4 games in 2 days. Northland out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. They also have a campus in Thief River Falls, but they're playing those games near Sioux City. Then on March 7th, the Mystics baseball team will head to Tucson, Arizona to play 11 games in 6 days. And since I've been involved here, which has been since early 2022, those games in Tucson were the first games they played this year. They had played, but this year they'll play 8 games behind them when they make that trip, assuming they get those early games in. And right now, the long-term forecast of those areas is good with their schedule to play. Birmingham. Evan Tatum in the game now for the Mystics. And good defense by the Lumberjacks results in a turnover. And some good teamwork there. Went to naught as Jabot's shot was a little off. Birmingham gets it inside of Tatum. Oh, that nice teamwork went to waste. Armstrong. And it looks like you say Birmingham was the last one to touch it.
In for the Mystics, number 2, Audrey Lukoki.
Blanchard. Armstrong. And Blanchard with a nice 3-ball.
For Blanchard.
Birmingham drives it in, dumps it off to Ford underneath, and it's stolen there by Jabot. That was Max Morgan, a sophomore from Melbourne, Australia. Ford hands off to Wesley. Wesley. Wesley get it done for the Mystics. Blanchard, little short, Ford the rebound. Birmingham went to dump it off to Lukoki and mishandled.
Into the Jacks, number 15, Morkambi.
Avery Wesley, the leading scorer in the game so far, has 13 points for the Mystics. Phil Jabal leads the Jacks at this point with 8 points.
Balls on the Mystics, number 4, Ford.
Jamal Ford called for a foul. This is first, team second. Blanchard drives past Lukoki. Ford, that's going to be a goaltend.
Basket count.
Jamal Ford has 15 blocks coming into this game, but that was an obvious goaltend there. Wesley inside of Tatum. Back to Wesley. 10 to shoot. Lukoki, little off. And that's rebounded by Braden Westlinette. Birmingham faked the three inside the Ford. In and out, tough break for Jamal Ford. Westlinette moves on forward. And they have called a foul.
Balls on the Mystics, number 4, Ford.
Jamal Ford picks up a second foul.
Checking in for the Lumberjacks is number 32, Simpson. And we're at a media timeout.
We have a media timeout. We will take this one with them.
Coming in for the Mystics is number 33, Carter Zeller.
It's time to go green and go Mystic. With a real college experience in the heart of the capital city, we do college right. We're hands-on learning and real-world training, and we're right on the money. We are Bismarck State College. We are Mystic Nation.
Your work-life balance just got better. The right wage starts with a degree in manufacturing or automation from Bismarck State College. Land the right career and the right salary with the skills that get you there.
Welcome back to the Armory. The Mystics have a 28-23 lead on Bottineau with 6:31 remaining first half. So a good one going here. There's a good one going on down at United Tribes too. Williston State currently leads United Tribes 27-25. They just moved inside 8 minutes first half. Williston State at 7-3. They've lost one on the court, but they had to forfeit 2, so they sit at 7-3. Dawson Community College way out in front of everybody, 11-0 in the conference. United Tribes sits at 5-5. The Tribes to pull that off, tightens things up for second place. Birmingham. Tatum. Zeller. Birmingham. Tatum takes a 3. That's way off the mark on that. That's an out ball. That did not hit the rim. Although they did reset the shot clock to 20, and maybe did skim this side of the rim.
Jacks. number 15, Markami. His first.
But that's really immaterial now because Diamande, excuse me, Marcom, Charlie Marcom, freshman from Perth, Australia, called for the foul. That's his first, team 6th. Zeller will shoot 2.
Calls on the Jacks, number 32, Simpson.
K.O. Simpson called the foul. That's his first, team 7th.
Zeller at the line.
Zeller, the best shooter in the Mondac from the floor at 68.1%. He's 71% at the line. That's made 49 of 69 coming in. A freshman out of Fargo. And 1 of 2 here. A couple of bounce passes look good in the making, but it's a turnover. Lukoki gets the friendly roll around the rim. Lukoki, a freshman from Martagas, France. And Zeller's called for the foul and the successful basket by K.O. Simpson.
Falls on Birmingham, his first.
Oh, excuse me. I misperceived that. It's called on Birmingham. That's Birmingham's first.
Basket was good.
Simpson, a 75.6% shooter at the line, 31 of 41 coming in. A sophomore from Gold Coast, Australia, 1 of 2 players from Gold Coast. Jaden Blanchard been the other one. A total of 7 players on this Lumberjacks team from Australia. Birmingham. A little strong, ricocheted out. Armstrong. And
3 for Markami.
sometimes you just get the good, excuse me, sometimes you just get the good bounce. Zeller with a putback.
Zeller with the rebound and the basket.
Armstrong straightaway 3. Zeller the rebound. Lukoki from the foul line, yes. Good looking move there. Armstrong. There's a 3 by Wes Lynette.
3 for Wes Lynette.
Sophomore from Melbourne, Australia. Zeller a straightaway 3, just off the mark. Armstrong comes out with it. Jackson Birmingham ahead to Tatum. Good move by Tatum, but it couldn't get to fall. And there's a 3 by Blanchard.
3 for Blanchard.
And we are knotted up at 35. These teams play a 3-point game back on January 20th up in Bottineau. The Mystics got the better of that one. Another good one here. Shot clock at 10. Wesley, oh, couldn't get the friendly bounce on that one. The game's leading scorer to this point with 13 points. That was knocked out by Birmingham.
Check back in for the Mystics.
2:30 remaining until halftime.
And also Morgan, number 45.
Blanchard drives past Schilling. Dump off to Armstrong. Drives the baseline. His floater is good. Gives his team the first lead of the game. Lukoki lost the handle. Carl Storby wanted a jump ball there. He didn't get it. Mystics keep it. Lukoki. Swish. Yes, indeed. Blanchard drives past Schilling. Dump off. That shot by Jabot wouldn't fall. Lukoki comes back with it. He drives to the basket. And he traveled. Well, that was good defense there by the Lumberjacks. It's hard to get through a triple team like that. There's West Lynette getting it done. It looks like Kevin Rice wants to talk about it. It's a full timeout. No, it's a 30-second. We'll keep it here. I mentioned the Mystics baseball heading down to Arizona. Last year, their Arizona schedule got cut short. They started playing on Sunday, 2 games a day, and they got the first game in on Thursday, and the second game got called the first inning because of rain. And it rained lightly into Friday morning, but all the games Friday got called off, and then Saturday's game got called off. They play this complex down the Keno Sports Complex. Got about 10 fields, and some of those fields are deep. Some of those fields, it's like 354 down the baselines. But I just found it surprising that a complex like that, they seem to not be prepared to deal with the rain. So the schedule got cut short, and some of the schools that went down there had just arrived when that happened. So hopefully we'll get our 11 games in this year. Birmingham. Inside to Ware. Nice move, rims around and goes down the drain. Knotted up at 40. Inside a minute to play until halftime. Blanchard. That's the 3. And another official comes in and say, nope, has thrown the arc. It's a 2-pointer.
Jalen Martinez checks in for the Mystics.
The Lumberjacks baseball team will also be going down to the Tucson at the same time that the Mystics are down there. Birmingham drives, dumps off to Lukoki. Lukoki hits the deck, no foul called. The shot was off. Inside 30 seconds to play, about a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And now the shot clock is off. That was Blanchard with that last basket. Ten seconds remaining, first half. Lukoki with a 3. Couldn't get the fall. Wear the rebound, and they're not going to get a shot off now. So we're going to go to halftime with the Lumberjacks coming from behind to take a 5-point lead, 45-40, and we're going to keep it here just for a moment and see if they're going to have a putt-to-win golf game. A couple of weeks ago, a student won a spring break trip by putting that golf ball through the hole. When they first started that game, they had to shoot from the other end of the court. And then they moved to the half court and had a winner, and had a near winner today, who the first player to shoot missed by about 6 inches, and I don't see him bringing the board out. So apparently they're not going to do it this halftime. So we will see you back for the second half. Welcome back to the Armory, where Dakota College of Bottineau has a 45-40 lead over Bismarck State as we prepare to start the second half. Jimmy Adams with you. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. First half shooting for Bottineau, they were 17 of 32 from the floor for 53.1%. 10 of 17 from beyond the arc, 58.8%. 1 of 3 at the free throw line, 33.3%. Jaden Blanchard leads all scorers in the game with 16 points. He is 4 of 6 from the floor. Oh, excuse me, 4 of 6 from three-point range, 6 of 10 overall. Braden West Lynette with 9 points. Phil Jabot with 8 off the bench. Charlie Marcombe with 3 off the bench. Max Morgan 3 off the bench. Sean Armstrong with 2. Edward Luau with 2. And Cale Simpson that is, with 2 points. The Mystics shot 47.1%, 16 of 34. 4 of 12 from beyond the arc, 33.3%. 4 of 5 at the charity stripe with 80%. Avery Wesley leads the Mystics with 13 on 6 of 8 shooting, including 1 of 1 for 3-point. Beaudry Lukoki with 7 off the bench. Carter Zeller with 6. Jackson Birmingham with 5. David Schilling with 5. Will Ware with 4. The Mystics won the rebound battle 20-13. Braden West Lynette grabbed the most for Bottineau with 4. Carter Zeller had the most for the Mystics with 5. Turnovers, both teams took care of the ball pretty well. 4 turnovers for Bottineau, 5 for Bismarck State. Personal fouls, Edward Luau and Ricky Adams picked up 2 for the Lumberjacks. Cale Simpson, Charlie Marcombe, and Mustafa Diamande picked up 1 each for Bottineau. Jamal Ford picked up 2 for the Mystics. Avery Wesley and Jackson Birmingham each had 1 for Bismarck State. All adds up to a 45-40 Bottineau lead as we prepare to start the second half. Good one still going on at halftime down in United Tribes. Wilson State with a 43-42 lead over United Tribes. And we are underway in the second half here. Blanchard works on Schilling. Blanchard, the leading scorer in the game, is 16 points. Armstrong is double teamed by Schilling and Birmingham, and it forces a timeout by Bottineau. There's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
By the Jacks.
I mentioned that Bismarck State's baseball team would be heading down to McCook, Kansas, or Nebraska rather, to play this Saturday and Sunday. Bottineau's baseball will be getting underway this weekend too. They will be going down to Marysville, Kansas, and play Minnesota North College Vermillion, 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday. So they will also get games under their belt before making that trip south to Tucson. Blanchard. Armstrong. Got by Birmingham. Oh, nice ball movement there, and it's finished by Max Morgan with 2 in the middle of the lane. Max Morgan, a sophomore from Melbourne, Australia. Wesley. Ware. Zeller. Birmingham. Inside 10 to shoot. Wesley. Ware for 3. Tough break for Will Ware there. And that was rebounded by Jabot. Armstrong. Back to Armstrong. That just misses Schilling the rebound. And Jabot tried to tie it up, but he got it off to Birmingham. Schilling scored the first 5 points of the game in quiet since. Zeller, he gets it to go. Not bad defense by Morgan. Zeller got the better of him. Jabot guarded by Jackson. Blanchard. Adams. Oh, excuse me, Jabot. And there's a turnover. Mystics look to cut into a 5-point deficit. Wesley to Ware. Schilling. Schilling for three. Yes! And it's a 2-point game. Armstrong puts the move on Zeller. And West Lynette has the answer for Schilling.
West Lynette.
Birmingham, Zeller, Wesley. Wesley's been stuck on 13 points for a good while. Blanchard drives in, dumps off. That was blocked from behind by Wesley. But Morgan got it back and he's fouled.
Falls on number 33, Zeller.
Carter Zeller called for his first personal.
Morgan at the line for one.
Morgan a 50% free throw shooter. He's only made 8 attempts coming in. And now he's 5 of 9. Schilling. Wesley back to Schilling. Drives, dumps off to Ware. He'll drive it, put it up, off the glass and in. Good job by Ware. Blanchard for three. Off the mark, Wesley the rebound. Schilling another three. Off the rim. Birmingham is in a battle with West Lynette for the rebound. And it looks like they called a held ball and it keeps with the Mystics. And that was indeed a jump ball as the possession error points back to Botno, and Wesley missed that shot. And there's a travel. Diamandi. No, excuse me, that was Jabot. Mystics with the ball, down by 6. Schilling, Birmingham. Ware open for three. Short from three. Rebound by Jabot. And he drafts past Ware and turns off to Armstrong, Blanchard. And that was West Lynette. That was inside the arc. Birmingham, dump off to Wesley. Drives against Armstrong. Shot clock winding down. 5 to shoot. Ware is harassed and turns it over. Blanchard. And he loses the handle. Back come the Mystics. Schilling brings it up. Dump off to Wesley. Open for three. couldn't get the friendly bounce. Zeller the rebound. And Ware can't grab that rebound. Some tough breaks for the Mystics here over the recent minutes. Armstrong. Morgan. Morgan with a height advantage over everybody in there. And that's the first double-digit lead of the game for the Lumberjacks. Birmingham, well off the mark on that.
Tatum checks in for the Mystics. In for the Lumberjacks, number 32, Simpson. And also Lural, number 14.
Lural tried to get that pass inside of Simpson.
Media timeout.
We have a media timeout. We will take this with them.
The puck to win again. Gabby will be playing to win.
Welcome back to the Armory. Lumberjacks have built a 58-47 lead over the Mystics here in the second half. I'm Jimmy Adams. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. We'll give a shout out to our media crew. Levon Scholes directing over the media room. Ryan Bradley working the audio for this game. Isabel Streed and Donovan Anderson on cameras up at the top of the bleacher seats. And Garrett Freilich working the camera on the end of the court. Zeller works against Simpson and gets it done. Blanchard. Shot clock at 10, and we have a foul called.
Mystics, number 10, Tatum. His first.
He got bailed out by Tatum. That's Tatum's first personal. The second team foul. Blanchard works on Tatum. Simpson for three. Oh. Why not?
For Simpson.
We're inside of Zeller, working on Simpson. And now he's double teamed by Simpson and West Lynette. And he draws the foul.
Falls on the Jacks, number 32, Simpson. His second.
Kale Simpson called for the foul. This is second. Team's first.
Adams and Diomande check in. Falls on the Mystics, number 33, Zeller.
Carter Zeller called for a foul. That's his second. Team's third. And that will not help the Mystics' cause as they find themselves down by 12. West Lynette looking to dump it off. Blanchard with a three.
Three for Blanchard.
Ware loses it to Blanchard. And Birmingham knocked it away. It was intended for Diamande. Blanchard now up to 19 points to the game. West Lynette with 15.
Number 12, Sharif Parks.
Avery Wesley still stuck on 13. That'll leave the Mystics. Carter Zeller at 10.
Number 32, Cale Simpson checks back in for the Jacks.
Blanchard just off of that. Tatum the rebound. Mystics need to start making a move. They're down by 15. Evan Tatum. Just off the mark there. Diamande. Birmingham, good defense by the Jacks on that. Birmingham couldn't draw the foul. Tatum gets a steal on the pass intended for Blanchard. Birmingham short, but Carter Zeller's there to get it and put it in. Oh, wide open. Wesley closed in quick. Adams works on forward and draws the foul. Oh, excuse me, that's Sharif Parks in the game now for the Mystics.
Falls on number 12, Parks. His first.
Parks called for the foul. That's his first, team's fourth. Ricky Adams at the line. He shoots 52.2%. He has been there often. Has made 12 of 23 coming in. A sophomore out of Los Angeles, California. He's coming off a 9.9 rebound performance last Monday night. Zeller the rebound. Wesley still stuck on 13 points. Zeller tried to knock it off of Ricky Adams, but it went right to Blanchard.
Falls on Mystics number 10, Tatum.
Evan Tatum called for another foul. This is second, team's fifth. So as we near the midpoint of the second half, 5 fouls on the Mystics, only one this far on the Lumberjacks.
Falls on the Jacks. Number 23, Blanchard.
And Blanchard called for his first personal before the ball is inbounded. That's the second team foul. Tatum. Parks and Simpson going at it inside. Zeller, that's a 2. If it goes, it won't. And that's rebounded by Lual. Simpson works on Parks. Bounce pass inside.
Zeller.
Carter Zeller called his third personal going for the rebound. That's team foul number 6. And they rule a shooting foul. Say Jabot's in active shooting. He shoots 62.2%, 28 of 45 coming in. A sophomore from Bunbury, Australia.
Armstrong checks in for the Jacks. Martinez checks in for the Mystics. West Lynette checks in for the Jacks.
Lumberjacks up by 14. They've led by as many as 15. Wesley. Parks. Ware. This is Jalen Martinez in the game now for the Mystics. Parks. Yes, the freshman from Queens, New York from 15. Shot clock at 10. Blanchard off the mark. And Tatum and Adams go for the rebound. And it's out of bounds off Adams. Out of bounds on the Mystics. Blanchard looked like a man on a mission, but couldn't get the fall. And Ware saves into Parks. And speaking of Parks, I misspoke on that shot by him. I said 15. That was a three-pointer he made. It was well over 15. Adams showing good patience. Ware and Martinez for the defense.
Full timeout call by the Mystics.
We have a full timeout taken by the Mystics. We will take this with them.
Your work-life balance just got better. The right wage starts with a degree in manufacturing or automation from Bismarck State College. Land the right career and the right salary with the skills that get you there.
It's time to go green and go Mystic. With a real college experience in the heart of the capital city, we do college right. We're hands-on learning and real-world training, and we're right on the money. We are Bismarck State College. We are Mystic Nation.
Welcome back to the Armory. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. I'm Jimmy Adams. Mystics trail by 13, 69-56, 7:54 remaining second half. If this score holds up and the Lumberjacks come out with a victory, these two teams will be tied for last place in the Mondac, both sitting at 3 and 8. Bottineau and United Tribes would go to a different tournament come Region 13 tournament time. They're in Division 2. Parks. Tatum. Martinez. Tatum, it's a shot clock at 10. Parks. And Parks traveled as he was working on West Lynette. Down United tries. Williston State now leads by 11. They're about the same point in the second half we are. Blanchard just off. Where the rebound? Mystics need to start making a move. They need points and stops. Sharif Parks missed on that three. Where the rebound? Tatum thought about a three. Spin move, showing some shiftiness, but ends up losing it. Simpson came up with it. Excuse me, that was West Lynette that came up with that. Adams.
Birmingham and Zeller check back in for the Mystics. In for the Jacks is Morgan.
And I didn't see a travel call, but obviously it's coming back to the Mystics. Ware inside to Zeller. Shot clock inside 10. Martinez will take a three. Across the rim, rebounded by West Lynette. Max Morgan, not much Ware can do with that. Inside 6 to play. Back to a 15-point lead. That's Botano's biggest. Zeller will take a three. And it's rebounded by Armstrong. Blanchard, dump out to Armstrong. Back to Blanchard. His floater missed. Where the rebound ahead to Wesley. Ware, short. But Zeller got it.
Zeller for two.
Armstrong inside of Morgan. I heard a whistle. Luckily, Birmingham got a hand on it, but the ball was on the way down. They're winning anyway. Wesley just cannot get all but 13 points. Ware off the mark, rebounded by Blanchard. And now the clock is really the enemy of the Mystics. Armstrong. Morgan works on Zeller, spins on Zeller. What a good move for the tall guy.
Calls on the Jacks, number 45, Morgan. His first.
Max Morgan called his first personal. That's a third team foul. Sean Armstrong stepped in front of Birmingham and got the steal. I guess we can call that a pick 2. Zeller works on Morgan and Adams, or rather Jabot.
Falls on number 45.
Another quick foul called on Morgan. That's his second, team's 4th.
Schilling, Ford, and Tatum all checked in for the Mystics. Monday, Luau.
Into Martinez, Birmingham. And another foul called. It's offensive.
Falls on Mystics number 4, Ford.
Jamal Ford called his 3rd personal, and that's the 7th team foul. Bounce pass inside of Luau. He got it to 2 ball. Freshman from Perth, Australia is Luau. Tatum, floater, won't go. Couldn't bring the rebound. It's taken by Charlie Malcolm. And we have a kicked ball called.
Parks checks back in for the Mystics.
Parks got a head on it, knocked it to Martinez. Good work by Parks, freshman from Queens, New York. Ford. Martinez. A whistle. And the way Blanchard's acting, it looks like it's called on him. And it was not on Blanchard, it's caught on Charlie Malcolm. That's his 2nd, team's 5th. Martinez. Parks. Good from the 2. Diamande couldn't get the friendly roller around the rim. Parks the rebound. Parks, a nice reverse. Inside 2 to play. Mystics down by 15. And that is Luau with a nice reverse. Parks. Diamande, jump off the mile both. Both a freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Inside a minute to play. And Parks draws the foul. And now they've called a technical.
First foul is on number 45, Morgan. His 3rd.
Max Morgan called for his 3rd personal.
Morgan with the technical as well.
And then is hit with the technical. So that puts 17 fouls for both teams now. Parks. Parks doesn't shoot many free throws. He's 10 of 17 coming into this game. And now Martinez will take his turn. He's 3 of 8 coming in. Martinez, a freshman from Roseville, California. And the Mystics will have possession. Ford, freshman from St. Kitts and Nevis, goes over the basket. And it was rebounded by Adams. Mayo both off the mark, rebounded by Ford. Schilling.
Schilling for 2.
Lumberjacks coach Carl Sorby giving his team instructions as though this is still a tight game. Still a tight one going on down at United Tribes. Wilson State leads United Tribes 72-68. 7 minutes left. Martinez gets a steal, dump off to Ford, and Ford will shoot 2.
Calls on the Jacks, number 21, both. His first Ford at the line.
Foul's called Morrow both. That's his first. Ford is 69.4% shoot at the line. He's 43 of 62 coming in. Ford ranks 8th in the Montauk in blocks. Had 15 coming into this game. These final seconds will run down. The Lumberjacks win it 82-70. The Lumberjacks improved to 16-11 overall, 3-8 in the Mondac. The Mystics fall to 9-17 overall, 3-8 in the Mondac. These two teams are now tied for last place. Our next live stream from the Armory will be tomorrow night when the Mystics host Williston State College. The women tip off at 5:30, followed by the men. I'm Jimmy Adams, and on behalf of everyone here at Bismarck State College, thank you so much for being with us at bscmystics.com, and we hope to have you back here tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Until then, stay safe and warm, and whatever it is that makes you happy, make sure you're doing plenty of it. Good night, everybody.